They say New Year's Eve is about new beginnings. It's about leaving the past behind. But for me, it marks the anniversary of the night I almost died. I haven't told many people this story. Most wouldn't believe me anyway. It sounds too much like a movie. But I know what I saw. I know what attacked my car that night. If you are driving alone tonight, watch the road. Because sometimes the things standing in the dark aren't human. This is my story. This happened about 6 or 7 years ago. My life has been a bit chaotic since then, but this memory is burned into my brain. I was dating a girl named Duda at the time. We had just left a New Year's Eve party. It was well after midnight, pitch black and freezing cold. I remember being exhausted. You know that feeling when your eyes are heavy and the road lines start to blur? That was me. We had no choice but to drive. The party was crowded, no place to sleep, so we had to make the 30-minute trek back to her place. The roads were dead silent, empty. It had snowed earlier that day, turning the streets into sheets of black ice. I was gripping the steering wheel so hard my knuckles were white, just trying to keep the car steady. Duda was half asleep in the passenger seat. I had some rock music playing low, just enough to keep me from drifting off. We were close, maybe 10 minutes from safety. I thought we were going to make it. Then, it happened. 1 second, the road ahead was completely empty. The next, she was just there. A woman, standing dead center in the middle of the street. She wasn't crossing, she wasn't walking. She was standing still, facing my car like she had been waiting for us. My brain couldn't process it. I slammed on the brakes before I even realized what I was looking at. The car skidded on the ice, sliding closer to her. My headlights hit her full on, and that's when I saw it. She was holding a knife. A massive kitchen knife, the kind you use to carve a turkey. It was hanging by her side, glinting in the light. Her face. God, her face. It was twisted, contorted like she was screaming or crying, but no sound was coming out. It was a look of pure insanity. I reacted on instinct. I yanked the wheel to the right to avoid hitting her, but she didn't jump away. She lunged at the car. I heard a heavy thump as she swung the knife at my door. The swerve, combined with the ice, was too much. The tires lost grip. The world spun. We did a full 180-degree spin. When the car finally stopped sliding, my stomach dropped. We were facing the wrong way. We were facing her. She was about 30 feet away, illuminated by the red glow of my taillights and the front beams. She was limping toward us, one leg dragged behind the other, but she was moving fast. Too fast. She was making this noise. This guttural, animalistic scream. Duda was waking up, screaming at me to drive, but I was frozen in terror. The woman looked like a corpse that had walked out of a grave. Her clothes were torn, her hair matted, and her eyes were locked on mine. She was 15 feet away, then 10. My survival instinct finally kicked in. I slammed the car into drive and floored the gas pedal. The tires spun on the ice, screaming for traction. We started to move. I thought we were clear. I was wrong. She threw herself onto the hood of my car. I felt the entire vehicle shudder from the impact. Duda was screaming. I was cursing. And this woman, she was clinging to the hood with one hand, her face inches from the windshield. She raised the knife and started stabbing the glass. Crack, crack, crack. She was trying to get in. She wanted to kill us. I swerved the wheel left and right, trying to shake her off like a rag doll. She was sliding around, scratching the paint, screaming that wordless scream. Finally, on a hard left turn, she lost her grip. I watched her roll off the side of the hood. She hit the pavement hard, really hard, and slid into the snowy shoulder. I stabilized the car and looked in the rear-view mirror. She was lying there, motionless, a dark heap on the white snow. Part of me wanted to stop. I thought, I just killed her. I just killed a mentally ill woman who needed help. But Duda grabbed my arm. She was shaking, terrified. She told me to keep going. She said the cops would blame us because we'd been drinking. She said she would kill us if we went back. So I left her. I drove home in silence. I checked the news every day for months. I looked for reports of a body found on that road, a missing person, anything. But nothing ever came up. No body, no police report, nothing. It was like she vanished into the woods. I still don't know if she was a ghost, a demon, or just a disturbed human being. But I know one thing for sure. I don't drive on New Year's Eve anymore. And if you see someone standing in the road tonight, don't stop. Just drive. If this story terrified you, hit that like button. It really helps the channel. And tell me in the comments, would you have stopped the car? Subscribe for more horror stories. Stay safe.